Good day, student. Welcome to mathematics class for JS2 and as a revision class for JS3. Today's topic is similar shapes. Similar shapes. So before we talk about similar shapes, we need to know what are the shapes, which are what? We talk about the specific objectives, which is to list and identify plane shapes and solid shapes. Then we'll talk about identify similar shapes. When you look at two shapes, you should be able to tell which of the shape is similar to the other. Then the third specific objective, we should be able to state and identify linear scale factor of similar shapes. Linear scale factor of similar shapes. So now we are talking about shapes. Shapes in general, we said what? Plane shapes are two-dimensional shapes. Two-dimensional shapes. What are the plane shapes known? We said the first is what? A rectangle. The second is a what? Is a square. The second is a circle. The third is a square. The fourth is a triangle. The fifth is a polygon. The sixth is rhombus. The seventh is what? Parallelogram. And the eighth is what? Trapezium. All these ones are what? Example of plane shapes. All these ones are example of plane shapes. So now we are looking at solid shapes. So list but few of the solid shapes, because these are the ones that are valuable for us in the system. We said solid shapes are three-dimensional shapes. The first one here is a cube. The second one is a cuboid. The third one is a cone. The fourth one is a cylinder. And the fifth one is a what? It's a sphere. And the fifth one is a what? Is a sphere. So now we are talking about similar shapes. We said similar shapes are the same shape of different sides, but their corresponding sides have rational relationship. So in this case, the basic thing we need to look at corresponding sides. What do we mean by corresponding? But before that, we need to look at the shapes that are always, irrespective of their size, they are always similar shapes. The first example we have here is what? Is a circle. One is smaller, the other is bigger. Then the next one we are looking at what? Squares. Squares are always similar shapes because no matter their extension, there is a rational relationship between their corresponding side, and this is also applicable to polygon. Regular polygon, not just polygon, but regular polygon. A regular polygon is always what? The same throughout. So now we are looking at corresponding sides. How do we consider the corresponding side? Because in calculation, it is not all about the shape, the nature of the shape or anything, whether we like it or not. The shape might be ugly, but we must be able to study to tell which side corresponds with the other in the other shape. So that is why we are looking at what? Corresponding test of similar shapes. Corresponding test of similar shape. Looking at the shape above, identify the equal parts in the similar shapes. That we should identify the equal parts in a similar shape. So now we are looking at what? Using for us to explain what corresponding sides, we are using what? Triangles. We are using what? Triangle. From the example above, we are looking at what? Triangle. So triangles looks like A rests on three lines, then C lies on two lines, then D lies on what? A single line. So the same thing with this. A is also in the same position, B is also in the same position as C, but Q is not at the same position with what? Q. So B and Q are equal angles. C and R are what? Equal angles. Then A and B are what? Equal angles. So with these ones, we are going to state the corresponding sides. We are going to state the corresponding sides. So the corresponding side says that what? If angle A is equal to angle Q, angle B is equal to angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, and angle C is equal to angle what? R. So now let's look at this. We say that what? Angle A is equal to angle P. So that means that the line that are opposite angle A and angle P are what? Corresponding. Angle A and angle what? P are what? Corresponding. So we are looking at another angle, angle BAC, which is A, to be discussing with what? Angle P. So now let's look at these two, angle A and P. Okay, we've already looked at the corresponding sides of angle A and what? P. Angle P to be between what? AC. Line AC. Line AC is the line opposite angle A. Line AC is the line opposite angle A. No, line BC is the line opposite angle A. Line BC is the line opposite angle A. So line BC now corresponds with what? Line QR. And line angle B, which is angle ACB, is also the same thing as angle what? Q. Is the same thing as angle Q. So let's look at angle Q and angle Q and angle B. Angle Q, the line opposite angle Q is line AB, and the line opposite angle Q is line PR, and the line opposite angle Q, the line opposite angle Q is PR, and the line opposite angle B, and the line opposite angle B is what? AC, and the line opposite angle B is what? AC. So now that means that angle line AC corresponds to line what? PQ. So angle C has a angle C is equal to angle R. So line AB will correspond to what? Line PQ. Correct. So now we are clear with corresponding side. I said the corresponding side is always the line opposite the equal angles of the first shape. So now with all this, we have to look at linear scale factor. What is linear scale factor? The linear scale factor of similar shapes states that the ratio of two corresponding sides of two similar shapes is the same as what? The ratio of any other two corresponding sides of the same shapes. So the linear scale factor states that what? If you pick two corresponding sides, their ratio will be the same thing as any other corresponding sides, not random sides but corresponding sides. So therefore we now state what? Linear scale factor in a simpler form, which is what? BA ratio QR is the same thing as what? AC ratio PR. AC ratio PR. I hope it is clear. So when you study this formula, I use this formula to solve this what? Example. This example states that these two shapes are similar. So we should find the value of the missing side. So the first thing you look at the corresponding sides. Like now we have PQ here. PQ here corresponds to line AB. And also the same thing is applicable to what? O. So when you look at them, we say that what? PR corresponds to what? AC. PR corresponds to what? AC, and which gives room for what? 5:A to take place, 5/A. So that means that what? We divide both, we cross multiply, which means that what? 4 times PR is equal to what? Is equal to 10. So divide both sides by 4, we will have 2.5. 2.5. So the other one also apply the same techniques to get what? PR. We have to apply this to find what? PR. So PR ratio AC, PR ratio AC, and 5:4. Yes. So when you do this solution, continue, you will now have what? QR to be equal to what? 8.75. So now I'm giving you this smaller version, this small question for you to what? Treat and solve them carefully, so that when I come in our next class, there will be no room for revision, but direct what? Solution. Thank you, students. Have a nice day. But please don't forget your assignment to be submitted in my what? Class or my desk or anywhere, but not my table. Please have a nice day and take care. Bye-bye.